So friends, we are here in our kitchen. We are going to start making our Texas wiener sauce, which is a great little dressing type of a topping for your hot dogs. And so my husband is here at the stove. His name is Todd. Hi, Todd.
Hi, everybody.
Okay. Now, what he's doing is he's putting some ground beef into a warming up pan. You see a little smoke coming out. I just cleaned off the burners, so you'll see a little bit of smoke coming off of them. But there's nothing wrong with that. It's fine. And so what he's doing is just chopping up the meat in the skillet. And he's going to let that brown. And then once that browns, he'll drain the fat, if there's any, because he usually gets really good ground beef, especially when it's this recipe. We'll go on to the next step. So we'll see you shortly. Alright friends, so the meat is browned. And Todd is just transferring it from the frying pan into the pot that we're going to make it in. There we go. And friends, it's just as simple as that, ground beef. Now, if you want to do a little seasoning on your ground beef, I don't see anything wrong with it. This is just sticking to the recipe itself, just the two ingredients, plain ground beef and the second ingredient, which you'll see in just a second. But if you want to season your beef, because listen, God didn't make cows seasoned, so, you know, but try the recipe this way first and you might like it this way. Or you can add maybe a little salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, just a little, not much. You don't want to overdo it. So he's just cleaning off his utensils and he's going to be bringing over the last ingredient. And there's our, which is going to be tomato juice. Just a large can of tomato juice. He pours it right over. The whole can goes in. There you go. That whole can goes in. And so what we'll do is we'll turn that on and we'll get it to simmer. And then once it simmers, you turn it down, right?
Yes.
Okay, so once it starts to simmer, you'll turn it down and cover it or leave it uncovered.
I'll put the screen over top of it.
So if you have a screen, you might want to put a screen over it because it might bubble a little bit. But you don't want to cover it because you want it to thicken up a little. You want it to thicken up a little bit. So Todd wants me to reach in and grab the screen. And there we go. Sorry about the boom. Okay, and so we'll take that screen off real quick, wipe it down a little bit. And because you just never know. We haven't used the screen in a while, so while he is taking care of that, that's as easy as that recipe gets. A 2-ingredient hot dog topping called Texas wiener sauce. And there you have it, friends. We'll check in momentarily. See you in a bit. There we go, folks. Just letting it cook. Give it a stir every so often. And it will thicken up. You might want to do this early in the day, early in the morning, and get it going. And this way you can let it cook all day. We'll check back in later. Bye. Hi friends. Now, this is where we're going to make our macaroni salad. Now, we're making 2 macaroni salads. One with onions, which is right here, and then one with relish. I don't like onions, so my husband, he's so sweet, he makes separate for me. So what we're doing now is we have 2 cans of tuna fish, drained and flaked. You might hear Spoto having some water in the background. But Todd is now putting in 2 cans of tuna that's been drained and flaked. This is chopped onion, which he'll add a little bit. I'm going to have some onion in my baked beans, which I know I just said I don't like onion, but I do like a little bit of onion in my baked beans. And then he'll have the rest for his hot dog later. And now he's going to put in some mayonnaise. Nice big helping of mayonnaise. There we go. And then he'll just take some seasonings, some salt and pepper. And honey, what else do you put in?
That's it.
Just salt and pepper?
Yeah.
So he'll put salt and pepper and then mix it up. He's just getting the salt and pepper right now. Oh, a little bit of garlic too? A little bit of garlic powder?
Yeah.
Okay. So a little salt, a little pepper. He likes a little garlic powder. And he's just gathering his ingredients. That's okay, honey. You don't have to worry about that. And I think the salt's on the table. And the pepper is too, the ground pepper. So we have that. He'll bring that in just a moment. We just checked our Texas wiener sauce, and that's coming along nicely. And that's some salt, a little bit of pepper. Just a simple macaroni salad. Now, there is a special kicked up macaroni salad that Todd makes, and we'll have that recipe sometime. I don't know when we'll make that again, but we'll make it, and when we do, we'll show you what that recipe is all about. But this is just a simple little macaroni salad. And he'll mix that well. And then he'll put that into the refrigerator, let those flavors all marry together for a little while, and then by the time we're ready to eat, it's going to be so creamy and delicious. And like I said, it's just a simple recipe, real easy. Doesn't that look good? It's coming together nicely. And he likes a lot of tuna, so that's why he gets 2 cans of tuna fish. Now, one of those cans was a can of chunk light tuna, and then the other can was a can of solid white. I like solid white tuna fish to eat and to put in my macaroni salad. Todd likes chunk light tuna to eat and to put into his macaroni salad, but he only had 1 can left, so we went ahead and used a can of solid white. And it's that simple, friends. That is his all done. And he'll just take a little spoonful of it just to try to see if he has to adjust any ingredients, add a little something special. And let's see. And how is it?
I'll work.
All right, great. So he'll go ahead and set that aside. And then we'll bring over my container of macaroni that's already cooked. And I just used 1 can of the tuna, drained and flaked. And that's solid white.
Say wet.
And that looks good. Thank you. I love relish in mine, the chopped up pickles. There we go. A little bit more, because that relish is quite wet, so.
Yeah, we don't want to put too much.
No. And there we go. And a little bit of the pepper. And he'll mix that all up. Yummy. And like I said, the relish is quite wet already, so that'll make it an even creamier salad. Oh, that looks delicious already. Oh my. Almost had a noodle overboard.
Jump ship.
Yeah. And the reason why we use the shells is because the shell acts like a little spoon. You know, you mix up those ingredients, and sometimes you get the
Give her a taste, see if you need anything.
I'll take a fork, please. Sometimes some of the ingredients go into those shells, and the shell holds the ingredients, and it's like a little pocket of goodness. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to take a taste now. Oh, doesn't that look good? Oh, friends, that is nice. That's perfect, honey. Thank you so much. So, friends, that's all. That is cooked macaroni shells, along with, if you want to do the one with the onion, you use just some chopped onion, some tuna fish, some mayonnaise, some salt, pepper, a little garlic powder. And for mine, he used the cooked macaroni shells with a can of tuna fish, drained and flaked, with a squirt, you know, to taste of the relish, mayonnaise, a little salt and pepper, and there you have it. Simple, easy macaroni salad. All right, friends, we'll see you soon for the next recipe. Hi, friends. All right, so we're back. We're going to make our baked beans. Now, I don't have any steadfast recipe that I use. I just pretty much play it by ear and by taste buds. So let's get started. I'm just gonna make 1 can of beans because I'm the only one that eats it. So I always get the cheapest can that they have at the store. This time it was the Van Camp's. So let's go ahead. We'll get started by opening the can of beans. I'm doing this off camera, pardon me. And then I have some other ingredients here. And let me just go ahead, open this can. Sorry I didn't have this done beforehand. I've been pretty good about prepping everything else today, but I did not get the beans done in advance. I did not open them up. So, but that's okay. It takes just a second to open a can, right? Let's see here. There we go. All right. So we have the can of beans that we're going to pour into, here we go, into our bowl. There we go, all empty. Perfect. All right. So now what I do, listen, like I said, I play this by ear. I just do what I want with whatever ingredients I feel I want to put in. Now I usually put in some ketchup, give that a little shake, and give that a little bit of a squirt, and a little bit more. There we go. It's only 1 can, so I'm not putting in too much. I like to use a nice brown spicy mustard. Give that a little bit of a kick. There we go. I also like to use some molasses. Gives it a little sweetness. Now I do also use a little brown sugar as well, so I won't use too much molasses. That's quite enough. There we go. Perfect. And like I said, we'll use some brown sugar, just a little tiny bit. There we go, just a little bit. There we go. And a little bit more. Perfect. Now I'm going to set the brown sugar aside because I do something at the end as well. And let me go ahead, just grabbing another spoon. There we go. All right. So now we'll go ahead. Actually, I'm going to add just a little bit more brown sugar here. There. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and add, this is some bacon that my husband went ahead and cooked up for me and cut it up for me into bite-sized pieces. So that'll go in. And then I add just a little bit of onion. I'm not a big onion fan, remember. So just a little tiny bit goes a long way with me. And the rest Todd will put on his hamburger. And I think that's about it. Maybe just a little tiny bit of salt and maybe a little tiny bit of pepper. The bacon has salt in it already, so I don't really need all that much. And a little bit of pepper. There we go. And you know, since I have it in arm's reach, I'm going to throw in a little bit of tiny bit of garlic powder too. Never hurts, right? All right, friends. So we're going to go ahead and mix this up real good. There we go. Give it a good stir. Excellent. Now, let me just grab a spoon. And I'm going to take a little bit of a taste. Just a little taste. Just to see if I need to add anything. Yeah. Let me rinse off my spoon real quick. Could use a little bit more, let's see here, a little bit more mustard. And maybe a little bit more, believe it or not, a little bit more brown sugar. There we go. I know, I'm going to use the brown sugar later too, but that's the way I like it. Let me see something here. That's my oven ready for the beans. Oh yeah. You know what, friends? I'm going to get a little crazy today. I have a little something that I'm going to add out of my refrigerator. And it is Sweet Baby Ray's Golden Mustard Barbecue Sauce. Let's kick this up just a little bit more. Why not, right? There we go. It's not that much. And we'll just mix that in. Let all those flavors marry. All right, with another clean spoon. Give it a taste. Oh, friends. Perfection. All right. So, we're going to go ahead, set some of our stuff aside, and I have a couple of ramekins or mini loaf pans that I'm going to use. And so we'll go ahead, take the excess off, set that aside. Whoop! I almost lost my spoon, friends. All right, so we'll go ahead and divide this evenly into oops, lost some. That's okay. Listen, the sign of a good chef is a messy kitchen. Sign of a good cook, I should say. I'm not a chef. Sign of a good cook is a messy kitchen. So, at least that's what I think. There we go. All right, friends. So that's all of that in there. We'll put our bowl away. And now we're going to top it with some uncooked bacon that my husband cut up. Lay it right across. There we go. And then another piece right here. There we go. There. Now we'll take this piece and lay that across. Whoops! Not going to be so neat, but thankfully I won't be needing this for any professional photography, food photography. And we'll take our last piece of uncooked bacon and lay that right across. Whoops! There we go. That's okay though, because I'm going to cover that up with a little sprinkling of brown sugar And that almost candies that bacon on top, friends. So let's take a little tiny bit of brown sugar. Don't need much, just a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and sprinkle it on top and just spread it around. Break some up, sprinkle it. And it helps to give a little bit of a crunchiness to it too. Adds a little crunch to the top of it. There we go. There, a little bit more on this one. Some people might not like it as sweet as I do. I love baked beans when they're really sweet. And like I said, when that sugar melts on that bacon, it almost candies that bacon up top. It is so good. All right, my friends. These are going to go into a 350-degree oven for about an hour. And then they will come out and we'll plate up our dinner. We're going to also steam some fresh corn on the cob and take that off the cob and put it into a bowl. And so we will see you shortly. Bye for now. Friends, here we are, the finished product. We have made our Texas wiener sauce that's on top of our hot dog. I made some homemade baked beans. We have homemade macaroni salad with relish. And my husband made homemade macaroni salad with onion for himself. And we have corn on the cob, fresh off the cob, with some butter, salt, pepper, and Parmesan cheese. Friends, there you go. This is our little indoor barbecue for our Labor Day holiday. I hope you enjoyed this video half as much as we enjoyed making it. It was a blast. I want to thank my husband Todd for all of his hard work today in the kitchen, and I certainly hope that you enjoy this video. Please, my friends, please, if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. If you are already a current subscriber, thanks so much for your continued support. Also, hit that like button and leave us a comment. What are you having for your Labor Day meal? What's for dinner tonight? And let us know where you're from. Also, please go ahead and hit that bell notification as well. That will let you know every time that I upload a video about cooking or crafting, or who knows what I might do, some nails. You never know with Debbie from Debbie Gets Crafty. I want to thank you all again for stopping by and enjoying this video. Please, my friends, take care of yourselves. Please take care of one another, your friends, your family, your neighbors, and please be the voice to all of those animals who don't have one. My friends, until I see you all again, bon appetit from our house to you. Goodbye now. Happy Labor Day. Bye.